I'm Giles Huby. I'm the Managing Director of Copernicus Technology Limited, and what we do in Copernicus Technology is we solve a problem in aerospace, transport and technology industries that costs them billions of dollars literally every year. Because every year they spend billions of dollars on unsuccessful repairs because of intermittent faults in electronics that they can't find. So what we do is we sell a special test set and the test service using that equipment that finds those intermittent faults. So what prompted me to take part in the EDP program was we'd been running the business for about 5 years, just over 5 years by that point. So whilst we were quite confident in our ability to run the business and come up with new ideas, we thought here's a great opportunity through HIE to go to MIT and learn see are we on the right tracks? Is there something fundamental that we're missing a trick on? And just learn from the best practice from people who were there from all over the world and all the world-class lecturers and presenters they had on the course. It was an opportunity to go and learn from the best and see, right, what can we take from that can help us take the business to the next level. You obviously, first of all, in terms of the way the program's run, it's very American in culture. So as a bunch of Brits out there, as part of Team Scotland out there, it's all very American and Yahoo and we're going to be the best and things like that. It's not over the top, but that's noticeable, but that makes it fun. It makes it fun because it's different. And then the other part of it is the fact that you're mixing with these people from all over the world. There's about 130 people on the course from about 30 different countries. So that's a great mix of people. So it's quite exciting to be part of that sort of buzz of everyone's there with the same aims and everyone's working hard. So that's a pretty interesting experience to be part of. So that was the first thing. But the second thing was there were new ideas that came out whilst I was there that kind of confirmed things we were thinking of doing. And what EDP did is it really crystallised the importance of addressing some of those topics that came up, and I'd been thinking, yes, we need to do something like this, and I went to EDP and it became very clear which ones were really important in terms of taking your business to the next level. So that kind of gave me the motivation and the impetus to come back and say, right, okay, we've talked about this for long enough, here are some things we need to do. So one of the things that EDP focuses on is focus. So if you're setting up your business and you've got this great business idea, you obviously want to try and sell it to as many people and sectors as you possibly can. And what EDP teaches you is to focus, is to identify what's going to be your beachhead market. This is going to be the specific part of a specific industry that you're going to tackle, and you're going to completely nail that and be successful. And then from that beachhead, then you can then branch out from there and expand into other areas. What we'd been doing before then is we'd been doing the typical small business thing of trying to keep our fingers in as many pies as we possibly could, thinking, well, one of these is going to come off. And so what we were doing is we were spreading ourselves too thin. So what we made the decision, when I came back we discussed this, and there was a couple of areas we've been trying to get into or we were just looking at getting into, and actually we made the decision, pull back from there. We're doing quite well in aerospace, so we said, let's continue to focus on maintenance organisations in aerospace, because we're starting to do well there, so let's not dilute the effort and slow that down. So we're going to focus on that, completely nail that as our beachhead market, and then expand out into these other sectors as before. So what would be the one great piece of advice that I would pass on to somebody from EDP? That's a really good question, and it's a really hard one. And I'm always saying to people, just tell me one thing to make them think. What would I say? The one thing is it comes down to people. Get the people right. I think as a company of engineers, we focus on the hardware, we focus on the task, we focus on the sort of the tangible and the technical aspects of it, but it all comes down to the people. So one of the things they highlighted there was this idea of being pirates. Entrepreneurs, you're pirates, and there's this great Steve Jobs quote about, it's more fun to be a pirate than to join the Navy, and this was the ethos they were trying to get across. You have to be a pirate, but you need the discipline of a Navy SEAL. You have to be a disciplined entrepreneur, and that's the whole theme of the course. So that's, in terms of the mindset for the people, you have to get that right. Having a great technology idea on its own is not enough. You have to have the skills to execute it really, really well. So that means you have to be a pirate, you have to be entrepreneurial, but you need the skills to deliver that. And that means you need to get the people all on the same page. Signed up to, they need to understand that culture, they need to understand the importance of it, and they need to share your values. And if they're not able to do that, then perhaps they need to go. But having the right people to support you in getting your idea, the idea on its own is not enough. So that's a very long way of answering your question, but the answer is the idea on its own is not enough. You need the people with the right skills to make it a success, and I think that's probably the overall theme of EDP with pirates and all this kind of thing. It's all about the people. Would I recommend the program to somebody? Yes, I would definitely say go. You might be concerned about the cost, and it's a great deal and great opportunity to be able to go and do this through HIE. But I would say unequivocally go and do it. Because there are people that went from Scotland who weren't necessarily in technology businesses and kind of went, well, I don't know what I'm doing here, but they still got a huge amount out of it. So you just learn so much about yourself, you learn so much about business. It's a great inject of American positivity. We all came back with the Boston buzz from a week in MIT. It's just a fantastic, it's a fantastic cultural opportunity to meet all these. It's a privilege to be able to work with people from all over the world, from all these businesses for a week. A real privilege. It's a privilege to spend a week at MIT and soak up that atmosphere and sip from the fire hose. They say getting an education at MIT is like sipping from a fire hose. Well, we all went and sipped from the fire hose, and it was. I would go and recommend anybody go and do it. You'll learn so much about yourself, and you'll learn so much about the right way to run a technology, entrepreneurial business, and you'll be able to apply the lessons as soon as you get home. So without a doubt, go and do it.